This was originally going to be a video about our move back to the US, back to New York. I was excited to be moving with the company that I'm currently working with. One, because frankly, it's better to move with a job than without a job. And two, because there was an opportunity for me. I really enjoyed my boss and my coworkers, and I thought it was going to be a good experience. And again, will ease me back into the New York life. But they really pulled a fastball on me, and I really just didn't expect it. Frankly, I didn't know what to expect. I had given notice end of April. It's now mid-July, and I still hadn't had an answer. So finally this week I was able to get one. It wasn't the outcome I was hoping for, and I won't lie, it puts me at a disadvantage because I don't have a lot of time to find something else. And I'm going back to New York. I'm also, you know, have wedding planning that I'm going through this year. There were certain things. I want to buy a dress. I want to put my deposit down. Like, it's not a great time for me to be unemployed. So I'm doing what I can to try to make sure I'm financially equipped, but it's definitely not ideal. That being said, Austin and I are officially moving back to the US. We are excited, but now I think feeling a little bit more firm on what the plans are going to be. So originally when we signed and, you know, we had the spousal visa and the skilled worker visa, it was really about maybe 2 to 5 years max. And we always knew that there was a chance that Austin's work was going to ask him to come back sooner. That was just some of the conditions that we had to agree to in order to go do this temporary relocation program. They came to us in May and said, hey, we want you to come back. There's a need here. There's clearly a market. You know, we're closing a lot of deals. We want you to be a part of that. And so we ended up going back. And now, once again, the cards have not panned out great for me. I have had to look for 3 new jobs now in the past 4 years, which is a lot. And sure, you get used to it. Sure, it's a muscle that you exercise, but it's not fun and it's exhausting. So I'm not thrilled about that, but I am excited to go back home. One of the big reasons we ended up agreeing was friends and family. I think we both realized how much we love our friends and family, how much we miss our friends and family. This experience would be amazing if we had our friends and family close by, but we don't. And they're in New York, they're in California. It's very far from where we are, so it was hard to kind of see them go through so many milestones. You know, my friends had children, one of my other friends is pregnant, engagements, weddings, and only being there temporarily because we were so far. So I'm excited to be closer to them. I'm not really thrilled to go back to New York, but it is what it is. And, you know, Austin and I are making compromises right now. I'm gonna miss a lot of things about London, and one of the things is the culture. I have really enjoyed the politeness, the cordialness, the firm yet respectful aspect that people have towards others. You know, it's not the most abrasive or aggressive, which is a different change of pace from what I'm used to, but especially with my coworkers, being in that environment, they were so welcoming, so warm, so genuine, as well as just this different feeling of respect from strangers. I think in America, strangers are seen as stranger danger, especially with all the things that are going on in New York and LA. And it's really unfortunate because I'm someone who really wants to believe that everyone is good. I want to trust everyone, maybe a little too trusting. And here I feel like I can do that. And usually my spidey senses are correct. I also will miss the cleanliness. I know everyone who lives in the UK is gonna be like, it is not cleanly. I don't disagree with you compared to like Switzerland, but compared to New York, this place is spotless. It is so clean. The trains are clean. Public transit is really easy and operational. I will not miss the price of things. I won't miss the price of rent. I won't miss our salaries. I won't miss costs to go out to eat or, you know, anything like that. But I will definitely miss the proximity to Europe. I will miss public transportation. I will miss the cordialness, as well as just the opportunity to learn about other cultures, diversity, traveling to so many different places that I've never been to in my entire life, and just having a different experience. I also loved living in this flat. It was an amazing location, apartment unit. It made me really yearn for a home base. You know, you kind of get tired of living on top of other people in New York, and I'm not thrilled to go back to that. We are going back to our same apartment, but it's only for 1 year, and then hopefully we can find something a little bit bigger because I am so done living on top of Austin and then on top of all of our neighbors. So I'm ready for some privacy. I'm ready for some space. And then the other thing, of course, that we'll miss is just kind of having all of this time to not discover ourselves. That seems a little bit cheesy, but just to spend time with each other and ourselves. You know, we've spent so much time together as a couple in a way that we never did before, because we both had friend groups, we're busy. Austin had a bunch of college friends there too, so like on top of that. And here we really didn't have much of a support system, so we really had to rely on each other. We were more than just partners. We were friends, we were partners, we were therapists and shoulders to cry on. I just think we really transformed as a couple together doing an experience like this. And frankly, if you ask me if we do it again, the answer is probably no, knowing what we know now. But I'm glad we did it when we could, and I think we did it as best as we could. So that's a little wrap up on us moving. I'm still taking in the news from work today. I really, you know, I didn't know what to expect, but I was hoping they would work a little bit with me, but it's all good. We move on, we start over, we try again. And yeah, let's get into the rest of the vlog.